Okay, this is week 3 in class. We're going to do an Android app using Android Studio, two numbers, uh, a add button, and showing the sum. So it should end up looking like this. Edit text, button, text view. Now I have an about here. I'm going to throw in an extra thing about toast. There's a play online, the source code, code help, extra challenge this week for your in class is to add more features for extra credit like images, functions, validation, etc. Submit your link. Tell me about the extra credit things you did. GitHub repo for this week as well is here. So we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll do a brand new Android Studio app. We'll call this one week 3 in class. Demo. And include Kotlin support. Make sure you have your student.rbc.edu is fine. That's going to be location, which is going to be in Android Studio on my Mac. On your Windows, might be in your Documents folder. I'm going to choose the 19 for the API, which is KitKat. Empty activity. And click Finish. Make sure you go over the help document. We put in there a couple things to help you as far as setting up your Android Studio to turn off the offline Gradle, Gradle offline, and makes it a little bit faster for compiling. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do on the left side of my Gradle uh, project files over here is I'm going to expand out my app, go to my RES layout, double click on Activity Main. And we'll put in here a couple of edit text for numbers, a button for sum, and then a text view below that. And we'll get rid of the hello label. And we'll bring in, click on text and bring in the number. Center it here in the Make sure it's centered. Roughly about right there. It's fine. And I'm going to right click and copy that. Now I have two of them here. Then let's go ahead and put a button. Click on all, put a button down here. I'll go back to text, bring in a text view in the middle. And the first is going to be, we want it to be TXT num1, TXT num2, btn add, and TXT show. I'm going to click on the properties over here and go to the viewer, so we don't need them all while we're naming it. One. And the label of the button, I'm going to name it Sum. I'll highlight all three of these. Go up to the Infer Constraints. Tap on that. So now I'm ready to go into the code here. Java, the week 3 class info or demo, main activity. And inside of my main, I'm going to have to declare some variables. And we'll just put in here txt num1 equals, and then we're going to put in here the variable for the find. Find view by ID. And let's put in there, it's the edit text type. And then r.id lowercase dot txt num1. r.id dot txt num2. Text view. Our text view, remember, is does not take input. It only is good for output. And we also need one for the button. Sum, I believe, is what we're going to call that one. what we're doing here, remember, is binding our objects. And I need a set on click event. Set on click listener. I'm going to change this left and right parentheses to left and right brackets. And now I'm ready to do some sum operation for num1 and num2. Do the same for num2. And let's go ahead and add one more here. We'll do one for total. I'll call it total this time. We'll also make this an integer as well. Now we're ready to show it on the text show. The sum is, and then $, left bracket, bracket, total. And we're going to go back to our help file. Let's find a code for hiding. I'm going to hide the keyboard. We also want to clear num1 and num2. So we'll do text num1 dot set text equals empty quotes. Do the same as set num2. And then finally, we'll do a call to hide keyboard. Save it. And now let's compile it. There we go. 2, 2, sum is 4. Another thing I want to do on this one is, I have my help file here for you, is being able to go down and submit a focus on what number. We want the focus to be on the num1. Text I'm going to press focus. And I'm also on the layout. I want to clear out this text view property. It's in there. And let's do on number 1. Let's do an int. Enter number. Well, enter number. And while the app's still running, when you make code changes, you can go back up here and hit apply changes. What it'll do is it'll apply changes within that run. And once a Gradle gets through building here, you'll be able to see those changes in your app that you just made without having to rerun the app again. So it says it's finished. It applied them. So now let's go ahead and there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the app. Now I'll run it to see if it indeed grabs that first that first number. This time, since we compiled it once, now it should compile much faster. Some sequence times for us. There we go. Alright, the other thing too that you might have seen is if your emulator has issues, it'll just wipe out that emulator and restart again. And that can happen sometimes too on the APK build. So that completes week 3 in class activity.